We saw a little sort of montage there, obviously, of that was coming up to sort of series 16, which I can't believe.
Neither can I.
16. Are you still enjoying it as much as ever? Because you've been there, I think you were 3 series in, weren't you?
Third series I joined. I love it. You know, it's not my job. I don't have to do it. You know, and every year I think, I've been here a long time. I think generally people, they've seen Dragon's Den, so they know they know what to expect.
Sometimes it feels like they haven't. You watch thinking, good God.
That is the problem. And then you get somebody coming, you actually watch this programme, you know. I'm not asking you difficult questions, I'm just asking you what your turnover is. It's not hard.
Now, I always wonder, do people come up to you in the streets? Because, Deborah, there's often I've seen you around and I thought, I just want to pitch an idea. Because I've got
is that the time?
Do you get that a lot? People must come up to you and just go, can you help me with this? Do you think this is a good idea? And is that exhausting or do you enjoy that?
I don't mind it because I think if you're on television, then you're kind of inviting people to talk to you and they're coming up with ideas. What's wrong with coming up with ideas? Even if they're crazy, you know, it doesn't matter. They're still thinking. The truth is that the street is not a place to pitch a genuine business idea. So what I tend to say is, you know, go to my website, apply here, or you know, because I've never invested off the street.
You did have one idea, and I don't know whether this is a crazy idea you described. I think you invested in it. Was it Dine and Dissect or something?
Oh,
what is that?
That's a good name, actually. I'm going to copyright that. Not what it's called, but that is a really good name. It's Anatomy Lab Live, and when they came on, yours is better. I own that. I don't know how I get to do that on TV, but that's a great name. No, and I have to say, it's one of those moments where they walked into the den, and I'm actually very animal friendly, you know, and I'm trying to become a vegetarian and moving towards veganism, and they came on and they had this sort of cadaver, which is a fake body that you put animal organs in, so that medical students could, you know, dissect.
A fake body of an animal or a fake body of a human?
But they use pig organs, and I have to say, I nearly threw up. I thought I'm going to throw up. I actually don't like it, but then I understood it was actually product that was being thrown away. You know, all the organs were being thrown away from the meat industry, so that kind of won me over. It's very ethical. And I also thought, you know...
What's the concept? Why bring in a pretend body filled with animal offal?
It's a very good question. So they have evenings of training medical students.
OK.
So they can actually properly dissect and know what it feels like. Because if you're just trying to do it, you know, if you've never felt an actual organ, I'm sure it must be quite shocking.
Oh, OK.
So that's what...
And then they eat it?
No, they don't eat it.
No, but they
you
said
look
dine.
so lovely. I can't imagine that crossed your mind.
They said dine and dissect. I thought there was going to be some food in there.
They do. There is actually, and it's actually a smaller part of the business. But there is an evening where they don't eat it, but they have dinner, and it all takes place in the
Not like Sweeney Todd.
Well, just to change the subject, and I'm really hoping you get this, Deborah. It's going to be very embarrassing if you don't. Grandma's getting frisky? No?
What's she talking about? Deborah, you're not the only one.
It's bingo for 60. I thought you were a bit of a bingo girl.
I didn't do any of that. That takes time. I need to get the games turned over fast. So no, I didn't do it, wasting any time on all of those.
What did you do for your 60th?
My husband, well, to be honest, I thought he'd decided on something for himself, because he took me away to drive Jaguar Land Rovers on the ice and learn how to skid themselves around the racetrack.
Wow.
That's what we did for our
And did you love it?
Absolutely loved it. For a minute, I was a bit grumpy. I was like, I don't see who this is. It does
sound like a blokey kind of thing.
But I absolutely loved it. Once I got over the fact that I was trying to skid, not to skid. You know, your brain's going, slow down, don't skid. But no, it's fantastic.
And didn't Peter Jones get you quite an interesting gift?
He did.
Go on.
A lovely gift. So I've got a lot of animals at home, and he bought me some Indian runner ducks, 6 Indian runner ducks.
Do they run?
Is that? That's all they do.
Yeah.
They're like Jemima Puddle Duck, and they don't fly. And they're very sweet. And they're very, very lovely. I thought it was a very thoughtful, lovely gift.
Now, you got married because your husband
made me. He made me.
You didn't want to get married.
He forced me.
Yes. Tell me how all that came about.
I don't know why, but I never wanted to get... I mean, it was just not on my life plan of things I wanted to do. I met Paul, you know, fell in love. He wanted to get married, and we were so disagreeing on it. We actually did split up. And then I thought, oh, damn, I I quite like him. This is the man I want to spend the rest of my life with. So he knows this, and I'm not saying anything he doesn't know. He really wanted to, and I thought, well, we need to get married if I'm going to stay with him.
What were your reservations about getting married to him?
It was independence. I thought I might lose my independence, and, you know, I've fought for that all my life. And then I realised I've met somebody who I could still be me. He could still be him, and we could still be together. And I think that's the thing that made me think, actually,
that's really
what am I scared
understandable.
of?
Oh, how do you reflect on it then? Because you've been married a long time now.
The best thing I ever did. I think he would have always had a bit of grit under his eyelids if we hadn't got married. You know, he would always felt a bit like, why isn't she fully committed? And for me, it just added to it. It didn't take anything away.
What I found interesting about all of that is you decided, I'm going to give him what he wants and we're going to get married. And earlier we were talking about Stacey giving in to her kids and being a yes parent. Are you a yes wife?
Oh, what do you think? My husband is at home right now shouting at the television. Is that I am, absolutely. Anything he wants, I'm his girl. I'm his girl.
Because that's the safest place for him to shout at you when you're on a programme and he's at home.